guys. I'm waiting if someone joins the stream and then I'll s- start sharing. So even if someone watches this stream not live, but even after the stream's ended, hope it has some information. So I'll just start, and if someone joins the stream, well and good. You can like go back and start. Actually, this is where I'm starting, right? So it's okay. Start from here. The stream starts from here. Okay. The concept that I want to explain today is footprinting. Footprinting is basically the it is it is the initial step, like the information gathering phase or reconnaissance that you call. In this phase, what we do basically is we gather information about our target, gather as much information as possible, and as like find whatever information that you can about the target that you chose. And finding this information, it can be of two types. Number one, eh, passive footprinting, and the other is active footprinting. Passive, as the name says, it is just like you are finding the information just like that, like you're trying and finding out, not directly contacting. There is no active connection involved or active interaction involved with the target. So that is passive footprinting. In a short line, gathering information about the target without direct interaction is passive footprinting. And active footprinting, it is quite the opposite, and it has direct interaction involved. So for example, you're running what this the tool. Wait, there is this tool, right? Yeah, just take nmap as an example. Using nmap, when you are trying to, like, it comes under scanning also, but it also comes under information gathering phase, because you are trying to gather information about the target, right? So just assume nmap as an example here, and you're trying to find information about the target. So what will you do? You'll give the IP address to nmap, and then whatever scripts you want to run along with nmap, you will include it, like using the nsc, and you'll find out much information. But internally, while the nmap is running, what is happening? Nmap is directly interacting, like sending packets to the target and getting information from the target. See here, direct interaction is involved, but passive footprinting is nothing like that. Passive footprinting is more like finding information online, or it's more like OSINT, open source intelligence. For suppose you are your target is some X person, and what you know about him is just a username, and maybe you have a profile photo of him that you found somewhere. What you can do, there are two leads now. You have a profile photo and a username. You can use different search engines and different tools that are there, which will find, which will do social media OSINT. So with the username, you can find this unique username on as many as platforms as it is there, if it is there. Okay. And using the profile photo that you have, using reverse image search, you can find. This comes under passive footprinting. So this is about types of footprinting, passive and active. And going forward, we have different techniques that we can do, that is like OSIND information gathering through direct contact with the target, information through search engines, information through social media, information through Google Docs. Like this, there are so many ways that we can find. Like even we can find information through a registered mobile number, an email. There are so many ways. So before going to that ways, what information can be obtained in footprinting? Let's discuss that first. So organize we can find organization information like telephone numbers, employee IDs, employee details, branch location details, any background of the organization, and you can also find small pieces of information from news articles, press releases, and other related documents. Right? If you can, if you search the title plus PDF, any PDFs related to that organization, it will be revealed directly through the search engine, and web technology is used there. So after organization information, what others can you find is network information and system information. So net what can we find under network information is you can find information about domains, subdomains, network blocks, network topology, how it is wired and all, and if there are any IP addresses that are reachable from outside, who is records, DNS records, and all. And system information, all you can find is very few, and you'll know more about this in web application pen testing or bug bounty and all. This information will be useful there. Like in system information, you can find like the operating systems being used, location of the web servers, and if there are any firewalls that are protecting it, any WAFs that are there, and if lucky, you can also find some usernames and passwords when you're trying to gather information. Next, what we'll cover is there is this interesting thing, like what are the threats that can be that which are like which will possibly happen. Number one, social engineering. Social engineering, like from the hacker's perspective, it is a gold mine for them to extract information directly from people, but it is a serious threat when we consider in defensive side, like the protection of the organization and all. So we are on the blue team. Obviously we are learning red team stuff, but we focus on protecting, right? So social engineering, system and network attacks, information leakage, um, and mostly that is the thing. So broadly, if I have to discuss, I'll just give a big overview for you, so that it's like the what I feel my audience is like, you are already into cybersecurity, and you just need the keyword to move forward. And this was I was in this phase too. So now I have like gained so much information, gained so much knowledge, I can share stuff too. So footprinting techniques, I just made a quick like list here, and I'll just read it out. What the different various footprinting techniques that you can do, that you can follow or gather information through, like the ways that you can find information. Footprinting to search engines, website footprinting, email footprinting, who is DNS, and network footprinting, and then footprinting through social media networking sites. Like there are tools, you know them. I do not need to like say the name here, but you know them, right? So going deep, footprinting through social engineer, footprinting through search engines. What methods you can follow is the Google hacking database that is there. You can search and through different protocols that are like publicly accessible, FTP engines, IoT search engines, and mainly Google.in. And footprinting through web services, this it is mostly covered in the scanning phase. Like scanning and reconnaissance both align with each other, like they are mostly the same, but the we can even differentiate both of them, because just the footprinting is a broader thing. Like footprinting holds space for OSINT, so you know how big is OSINT, right? Through email footprinting, you can track email communication and analyze the email headers. For website footprinting, you can do web spidering. So you can use this archive. The what is that? The Internet Archive. You can get any past snapshots of the target that you are visiting. It might have some clues which you can move forward with. And other there is this one thing that is DNS. Reverse DNS lookup also helps a lot in finding information, and trace route for finding the IP addresses if they are accessible. So these are a few things. We are live for 14 minutes and I have one view. See, what can a hacker do with Google hacking, right? It is this. In the exploit DB site, there is this Google hacking database. And if you see the docs here, those are some crucial things or very helpful things. You can see the doc. For example, let's just scroll randomly to fourth page, and here, if you see, see, there is a RC vulnerability in this Froxlore something. Maybe it is a web server, I guess. So there is RC vulnerability in that, and using this particular simple query, you can find if there are any such exposed servers. And using like trying different exploits, you can simply exploit it and get an RC. Isn't that like easy? So I guess there are no viewers. I mean, the audience. About footprinting, I gave a lot of information here today, but I wish there were more viewers so that I can be engaged in like discussing and stuff. So it will be very, I'll be interested like that. When I'm discussing, I'll be sharing more stuff. So the I'll just read out the notes that I made for this live, and then I'll end the stream. If you want more information, please do comment in this. Do comment. That's it. So that I'll make a video. Just like make a video and upload it. If you want live, maybe after gathering more subscribers and more interested people, then I'll do a live session. That's it. So where you can do footprinting, that I've already said, right? I'll just revise, like see once again. Through social engineering, sorry, through whois, DNS, network footprinting through different networking tools, and then through social engineering and using different footprinting tools. I'll just say the names once, like after 1 minute. And footprinting through search engines, Google, GHDB, Google Docs, and social networking sites. You have to you even have tools for footprinting through social networking sites, website footprinting, and finally email footprinting. For finding subdomains, the best one is GoBuster or Sublister. Feroxbuster is also like getting more popular now, so you can use that. For social media social media footprinting, you can use this tool called the harvester. You can find emails and etc more. Use the tool and just get to know more about the tool. By practicing or by exploring, you'll get to know more. Showdown for IoT database, IoT, like publicly visible IoTs. And yes, some if anyone is interested in OSINT, then if you want to like explore more in OSINT and whatever you're planning to do, you I think this will be helpful. The OSINT framework site, it is all you need. So, do you see the mind map here? OSINT framework. Let's say I have just a username. What I can do is search in specific sites, or do a simple username search in users username search in it. Or let's just say I have a telephone number. What I can do, I can check this voicemail, and there are a few things that I can do, like this numpy, and you can even find information through Truecaller. If you know Truecaller, the app, like this, there are so many things that you can do, like with the publicly known information. If I click here, it will directly take us to the website like this, CV details. So it's like a go-to place. That is what a framework means, right? The Metasploit framework in the same way, or scientific framework. Now I'll tell you the tools. So just note them down. For footprinting, you can go with Maltego. I'll search it once here. Maltego, and then this Recon NG first. It's directly available on Kali, and there is also Recon Dog. You can find it on GitHub by Somdev, Somedev. Credits to him, credits to the author, and then FOCA. This is footprint fingerprinting organizations with collected archives. Tool to find metadata. See, and OSR framework, and there is this bill cipher for information gathering through a website or an IP address. And there are other tools like the harvester, orb, raccoon, the inspector, the inspector for information gathering. Like these, there are different tools that you can use. So this is what I want to share. I wanted to share in this live session, and just like the other videos, and if at all you can, just explore the channel, and then if you find it interesting, do subscribe. And if you want any video, like if you want video on any demanded topic, yeah, please feel free to comment, and then I'll plan a video for that. Thank you.